Rocky Talkie GMRS radio. You've probably been wondering what it's all about. You've seen it, and you're like, wow, that's pretty expensive. But it is in a class of its own, and it is a pretty amazing radio. This leash actually is pretty neat, especially if you do water sports. So we're going to dive into this review. What I'm going to focus on is the stuff that's important to me because it's a durable, waterproof radio that transmits a great signal. First thing, it will be the test, the range test, and that's about 10 miles. I did another short, I'll put it up here, showing a range test across our valley floor, which undulates, there's water, and it's a fantastic signal. So we're gonna dive into this. All right, we got the longer antenna on now. Hey Jeremy, do you hear me now?
Yeah, it's a little bit better. You're not like heavy, but you're definitely readable and a little bit more loud.
Well, that's awesome. Yeah, you're actually coming in way better too. All right, we're gonna hop on the ham radio here. So this is a similar frequency to the GMRS frequencies. This is a ham radio frequency 446. Hey Jeremy, do you hear me at all?
You're super broken up, but when you're coming in, you're loud and clear.
Which do you think is working better for me, GMRS or ham radio? An interesting comparison. I don't know if he's even getting me. I know I'm getting out, but probably not that good. This is a pretty formidable test though, as far as range is concerned. The test up here went really well. I was actually surprised that the GMRS radios worked better than the ham radios, and we have some ideas about that. Antenna variability is a big win. I think that's something that you cannot find with other outdoor-oriented radios or sport radios. This bigger antenna is probably more useful for long-range situations or getting out of a canyon or over a ridgeline where someone's still kind of close. So these long antennas work so well. The shorter antennas that come with them are really probably better suited for near range communication, so like backcountry skiing where you really don't get that far away. But I would still prefer to use the 17 centimeter mid-length antenna just because I think it'll work a lot better. So it's IP67 waterproof, which means you can submerge it for like an hour up to 3 feet, which I'm probably never going to do. I don't need my radios to live underwater. There's really not a point to that. They're just going to get wet. They're going to keep working. With the mic on, even in this setup, it's waterproof. So it can work really well if you're kayaking or something like that, paddleboarding, where you have a little bit extra gear on you and you don't want the antenna whipping you in the face. In the outdoor world, you're just exposed to so many things, and not having to worry about taking off your pack and throwing your radio in your bag to protect it from the elements is kind of a thing. Backcountry skiing, things like that, you need this stuff to be waterproof. So the durability is there. They're drop proof or drop resistant. I'm not sure how much of a beating these things can take, and I don't do that to my gear, but I'm not going to worry too much about it. If it's on my pack and my pack hits the ground, rolls onto it and crushes it a little bit, the radio is going to be fine. Being able to mount this in so many different ways. They've got options for like the carabiner. They've got options for like a dash mount. I like the alligator clips for backpacks, and the alligator clip works really well on a life vest. And the leash is really smart too for water-oriented sports because these are heavy. These things are not going to float. As far as radio signal, I mean, it works every bit as good or better than a similar frequency and similar output, or power output. It's a ham radio. Cool thing is, all you need for this is a GMRS license. And the GMRS license, you $35 for 10 years. I mean, and it covers your family. Why not? And you don't have to take a test. You don't have to learn anything. Bottom line is Rocky Talkie GMRS high-powered radios, 5 watts, work super well. I'm going to run them on my ski bags this year, communicating intergroup with all of the people I ride or backcountry ski with, snowmobiles. And, I'll probably try it out with the mountain biking thing this year, depending on who I'm riding with and if they're willing to go with me on the radio thing. So more to come about this, ongoing. Guys, thank you for joining me here at Backcountry Amateur Radio. I hope this review has been helpful. If you have found it helpful, please hit that thumbs up button. Please share it with your friends. That is how the algorithm works. but also just thank you for watching this all the way through, because that's a big help too. So if you want to support the channel, I do have a Buy Me a Coffee. But I think the biggest thing is spread the word about radio use in the backcountry. My hashtag is Deep Backcountry Comms, and that is what I'm using to try to promote people using radio in the backcountry so that we all have a lifeline or communication through a network of radio users. You know, there's a reason why search and rescue use radios.
John, how about you drop? I'm going to stay. I'll walk you and keep eyes on you, and then I'll follow behind you. Okay, copy that. Now, right kind of at the end of that rib, that'll be, is that the zone to cross?
Okay, so to power this thing on, we push the red button, and it initially displays your power level on your battery. Next, your volume control. Volume 3, 4, that is these buttons here, plus and minus. So that also indicates, see that CT and that weather cloud? These have other functions. So this flipper switch, up, down, 18, 19 for your GMRS channels. They also indicate there's features here. The lock, which by pushing and holding this way, it locks the keypad. Now you have a lock up there. I'm going to unlock it because I need to show you stuff. And then you can also initiate a scan by holding this. And now we're scanning. Change your CT or your DCS codes or privacy tones by holding down on the minus volume until DCS flashes or CT flashes. And now we can use the flipper switch to change the subchannel or the privacy tone or the CT CSS or DCS. We are going to take a look at using the AB feature. So AB right there allows you to have a secondary channel as a backup. So hold down on AB. Now that's going to flash. Now this is only active per primary channel you select. So now I can channel, I'm on 18, but I can have my B channel is channel 6. Now I push the PTT, goes back. Primary channel, channel A is 18. Secondary channel, channel B is 6. I don't have access to repeaters here. One thing you might be interested in doing is activating the repeater function for this radio. So in order to do that, you hold down on the CT or volume down button and power on the radio. Okay, you don't see it yet, but toggle past channel 22. Now you have repeaters.
I've also used this radio to stay in touch with family back home on the home radio station. I think we need to be able to think about using radios more, and radios like this make it easy because they're so durable, so well built, and they transmit exceptional audio quality. Thanks again for joining me here at Backcountry Amateur Radio.